then Maxime Dupre and Anthony Bourdon, and the rest of the riders as they were from the time practice session this afternoon. Julian Rosali, Kevin Morans, Johan Cross, Alex Ray, Hugo Bazaula and Adrien Escoffier. So 16 riders will be taking to the grid, and it's a mesh grid here, don't forget, in Bercy, the 15th in Nanterre here in Paris. 15-second board is already up. Music cranking all around the arena here. Fans on their feet. The atmosphere absolutely electric. Who is it going to be then that gets into that first turn? Tomac over on the right-hand side. Number 3 commands the inside line. Justin Brayton alongside him in the blue. Broxton is in 3rd place. Muscan in 4th. So we have 4 big hitters going into turn 2. Muscan down the inside. Goes from 4th to 2nd immediately. Loses out on the exit. He's now got to deal with Broxton as Brayton goes through in a second. Broxton there just getting hung up with Aranda in the orange helmet. But it's Tomac who leads the way. Getting ready to hit the line for the first time. Eli Tomac it is who leads from Justin Brayton. Marvin Muscan and Ken Roxon, nothing in it between those two. Into the woods. These are only going to get tougher as the night goes on, as they break down. They may get fixed during the intermission periods of the evening. But Muscan in 3rd. Coming towards us now behind the rider in blue, Justin Brayton, number 10. Roxon just losing a little bit of ground there in 4th. Aranda 5th, Webb 6th, Subaras, Ramet, Johan Cross and Anthony Bourdon. Tripling out of that final turn instead of wheel tapping on the 450s. Brayton under pressure from Roxon, Kenny Roxon. So Roxon there in 3rd. Where did he find his way past Marvin Muscan? Through the whoops. Or did he go too defensive? Yeah, he just kind of didn't get the drive there, Marvin Muscan, look. And that may have just been the moment as we look at Tomac through that whoop section. His gap was 1.2 over Justin Brayton. What will it be this time around when he puts in a 43.272? The gap now 1.3 seconds. Here is Honda Genuine's 2 riders actually, Justin Brayton and Ken Roxon. 38 years old now, Justin Brayton. Still riding like he's an 18-year-old. Roxon looking to attack his teammate. Gap opened up, Marvin Muscan just losing a little bit of time. The 3-time King of Paris. Three laps complete. Tomac's lead, 1.9 seconds now. Brayton cannot afford to leave that door that wide open, with Roxon snapping at his heels. Muscan, Webb, those two about 1.3 or 4 seconds apart in 4th and 5th place. Then we got Subaras, Aranda, Ramet, Dupre, Kevin Morans of the US on the KTM. Getting closer again, Roxon, as he bears down, and that gap is coming down between Tomac and Brayton. So 2.5 minutes plus a lap in this sprint race for the SX1 category. Can't afford to make any mistakes. Different rhythm there. Oh, look how... So where you can step on and off there, Roxon was forced to land on the downside of that step-on zone. See how rutty it is in that landing zone. And on the top of the dirt here, this is what the KTM mechanic was telling me why Cooper Webb was having to change his shot, because he said that the ground is quite soft and quite grabby. They tried it on the clickers, but it wasn't really working, so they had to try something else, that being the shock, the spring. Roxon over on the backside. That's the straight opposite the first turn, where Marvin Musquin in his Super Pole messed up coming through there. But a minute and a half plus a lap to go. Things have settled down. Tomac continues to lead. He's now 1.6 seconds clear of Justin Brayton. Kenny Roczen here in third. Marvin Musquin now just not able to do anything about the top three. Just one or two little mistakes possibly in quick succession, costing the number 25 here on the Red Bull KTM. See how the riders are just starting to labour a little bit through the whoop section. Good drive early on, but then difficult to maintain it from beginning to end. Remember, 12 or 13 gnarly whoops out on the racetrack. Brayton about 2 seconds behind Eli Tomac. 30 seconds to go. Just under that as he hits the finish line. So we're going to have 2 laps to go then. Justin Brayton solid as he goes in pursuit of what would be a second King of Bercy title. Solid through the whoops. So triple and then quad. Is Roczen just starting to reel him back in? Maybe ever so slightly. Or not. Let's have a look. 43.9, 44.0. So no, actually losing about a tenth that time around to Justin Brayton, Ken Roczen. There's Musquin. Cooper Webb, number 2, just behind him. So the 2 Red Bull KTM teammates head into their final lap, separated by about a second and a half or so. But Eli Tomac more than 2 seconds clear of Justin Brayton. Ken Roczen about 1.3 behind the American on the Honda, his teammate. Doubling in, followed by the triple. And then locks into that inside double, triple for Eli Tomac. Final turn, checkered flag being readied. And it's going to be a win in the sprint race for Eli Tomac. Justin Brayton takes second, Kenny Roczen third, Marvin Musquin and Cooper Webb ran out your top 5. Not too far back, Cedric Supercross, he'll cross the line any moment now in 6th place. In fact, just making his way out of the final turn onto the jump now. And Supercross will be followed eventually by Thomas Ramette, Maxime Dupre, Gregory Aranda and Kevin Morans.